go. We're live. We is live. Get this music going. I'll let you guys know when the okay, cool. I'll let you know when the music video starts here. So I think we can still talk over it, but we can stay quiet or talk or whatever while it's rolling. Okay.
I can't wait.
There it is.
Mike. First as always. And hey, Dawn's here too.
Hell
Nice.
yeah. Yeah. I'm such a noob.
You're doing great, Tanner. While you're getting that, hey, Sean's here. Go Cubs. I'm gonna be honest with you, Sean. I let my MLB app undownload from my phone. Maybe if they start winning the game. Hey, Brian was here.
Alright, music video's going. Just so everyone knows. Yeah, I'm gonna start over. Just, it like started halfway through or something. Testing, testing. Alright, song's playing.
Until the barges pass, and I'm out here cutting grass. What do you say? We take the day and get that boat wet. Come on, Grandpa, down to the riverbed. The weather's perfect and I sure could use a swim. I'll hitch the boat, you drop that rope. Come on, Grandpa, tell me when. Grandma waits to make sure we ate. She's got ice cream waiting on a paper plate. What do you say? We take the day and get that boat wet. Come on, Grandpa, down to the riverbed. The weather's perfect and I sure could use a friend. I'll hitch the boat, you drop that rope. Come on, Grandpa, tell me when.
Hey, everybody! Woo!
Dude, Tanner, good work on
Did the
that.
echo go away by the end?
Yeah.
All right, good. So, man, I'm learning something new every day over here. I'll tell you boys what. Just when you think you know how to do something, just remember you're an idiot. That's what I've learned from doing streaming live stuff. Let me get the. I should have got some like. Hang on, let me pull up our normal music, and then I'll see if I can find some royalty-free, non-binary thrash or something that I can play in the background here while we do this.
Perfect. Yeah, so Sean asked what everybody's drinking. I actually don't have a drink. I got a bottle of water downstairs and then I forgot it. So I just got my Bella Meat 9s.
Sean, you know me, buddy. Claw is the law.
I've actually got some Cherry Bomb Blonde from Quad Cities.
Nice.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Who brews that?
I can't remember. They're right there downtown. I don't know. I think it was across the street from that place we played one time. I don't know. But I'll find out when I go get another one. But they had them rascaled last time we were there. Remember they had little maraschino cherries in there?
Yes. Those were really good. I remember asking for a beer, and I think you or Adam was like, nope, he's having the Cherry Bomb.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mike says, Front Street? Is that the brewery? Front Street?
I don't. It might be.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know Front Street Brewery, but yeah, it probably is. I was just looking it up. They have them at all the Hy-Vees in Burlington, though,
So you didn't even have to go to the Quad Cities to get it?
yeah, that was really nice. They even have them at the Cloakville.
From your first note to your next big thing,
It'll be.
your sound is out.
The strike is a thing.
You know, that's why I said I'm really surprised when I walked in and they actually had it. Yeah, their website was correct. Okay, what did I say it was called? Blackwing Lair. No, that's not there. Hold on. Where is the entrance? That is it. That is in my search history. Okay.
Oh, dude. Mike's doing a beer run for us.
Crap.
Thanks, Mike. If I could get a Guinness, that'd be spectacular.
Dude, I found some
Yeah,
of the
you're
most
right. He was right. It's Front Street.
bootylicious butt rock royalty-free riffs you've ever heard coming our way here.
Dude, I am so ready for it. Sean says he's drinking Taxman Bourbon Barrel Default. Is that part of the name, or is that just your default bourbon? I gotta know. Is that what you drink when the Cubs lose? Or is it what you drink when they win? Oh, dude. Tanner, what is that?
Talking about that skull thing?
Yeah.
That was the image for the royalty-free rock and roll riff that we got going now.
What was the cool mystical wolf that came up at one point there?
That's the image for our like southern rock non-copywritten ambient music.
I see.
Yeah. They need that. What was that lady who says, "God bless the boys and make the noise"? What's her name? On 16th Avenue.
Maybe turn that down just on her.
Yeah, if you're a pussy. Oh, okay. All right. What's her name? Or are you talking about my voice? You want me down or the music down?
It was just the music down, just go.
What's the name? The 16th Avenue gal though?
Lacey J. Dalton.
Yeah, Lacey J. Dalton. We need to do like our song where it's like, "God bless the boys who make the royalty-free, cool metal music on YouTube for everyone to use."
You know, do you ever like pull up on a channel and they're playing some like royalty-free stuff, and it's like like it's not even a riff, but it's like, because the riffs are all pretty generic, but like the production quality is like
Yeah.
really good.
Sometimes it's exactly what you need for what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like, man, that tone is like, because it's all like, well, hell, nowadays it might be AI too, but
It's probably like a Kemper or like a plug-in or something.
yeah, like every once in a while, Vice Grip Garage or like we watch a lot of Heavy D Sparks, and he'll have like some of that royalty free stuff, and it's just like, dang, this is like really slams.
Yep, I agree.
Sean, I just want you to know I didn't know the Cubs were playing tonight, so I got the score pulled up here so I can keep an eye on it. Looks like they're going against the Padres.
The Padres.
Yeah, they're gonna have Padres. They're doing away with baseball.
That's what I call baseball.
Yeah. Tanner, I think I do have a bit of an echo on my voice.
I don't hear it. Anybody else? Like on YouTube, you hear it?
Yeah.
Does anybody else hear it? I only hear it when I have the YouTube volume on. I hear my own too.
Oh, jeez. Let's see here. Let's do a little bit of experimenting. And I will lower some things. Alright, can you guys both just say check over and over again for me?
Check.
John?
Check.
John, can you not hear me very well? I feel like...
No, I'm sorry. I just wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
I'm gonna listen to it on my phone, and then I can be disconnected from all this. I will find out.
Yes, Michael and John both have
Sick, though.
echoes. So I got a couple things I can try here. I need you guys to talk consistently for me when you're ready.
Okay. Do you want one at a time or both of us?
I'm going to say, if you guys
I
could
do
like...
hear it on the phone.
So I want you guys to alternate, check, like, just say it back and forth. And we'll wait for the YouTube to roll around. So just keep saying it, and I'll change something that might fix it. And then we'll see if that fixes it, okay?
Okay. Check.
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 Just wrap it as much as you can.
Check.
Yeah, at the same time.
Just like check, 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 check. Both of you guys
Oh,
just...
Check.
Check. Republic. Check.
All right,
check.
wait for that and see if it fixed it. Boy, that's a delay, isn't it?
Yeah.
Still there, or it fixed it?
I think John's good. I'm not sure about myself now, but
Okay. Well, if we fix John, Michael, just start checking for me.
I'm checking. Got a really funny prank I'm playing on one of my students here. Gonna try to.
You are good? Alright, hell yeah. Dude, freaking tech wizard, man. Yeah. Freaking techie Tanny over here. Mic is good, but volume low. Dang it! Okay. Alright, keep talking, Michael. Okay, hang on. Well, that's good. That's okay. I can fix that. Okay, now tell me if you can hear Michael. Why is this so hard to figure out? I wonder if Metallica or Megadeth wrote a better song about this. Why does this piss me off so much? I could probably write a thrash record about how much this fucking software pisses me off.
Yeah.
It's different every time.
I'm splungy.
Does that mean that it doesn't sound good, or what does splungy mean?
He sounds a little blinky.
All right, so is Michael back? Michael is mime now.
I don't know. Can you hear me?
What is
Am I
mime?
splungy yet?
Josh said you're mime. You think he meant fine?
I think
Michael's just miming. Michael's miming. Michael mimes now.
Hey, I'm back.
You back?
I think I just heard myself say splungy in there.
Are you echoing? Did you echo when you said it, Michael?
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm back.
But are you echoing now?
No, I think I'm good.
Dude, everything sounds great on YouTube as far as I can.
Dude! Somebody give me a salary for this. My God. I'm a wizard.
Celery?
Somebody needs to put me on the NASA team.
Good
Freaking-
Lord, somebody pick it up.
Freaking shuttle is 15 feet too far to the left. Put Tanny Jones on it. I'll fix that son of a dog. I'm like, did you try the slider? Yeah, the one at the bottom.
You tried unplugging it.
Yeah, did you try restarting it over and over again? Have you drank enough yet? How much have you drank? Oh, everybody here's sober flying this thing?
Have you been drinking?
My
That's your
God.
problem.
Get the astronauts some booze. That's our problem. They're too tense. They're too wired up.
Yeah.
Is everything
Wow.
Vox? What does that mean? What does that mean, Mike? Is everything Vox?
Well, if it's anything like the amps, it's probably a little tinny and harsh.
All right, I would like to do a poll here of who is voting. Like, I want to do a before and after. Are you more of a Megadeth fan or Metallica fan now?
Oh, okay.
So I would say put a 1 in the chat for Metallica, 2 in the chat for Megadeth.
I was thinking you could put an M for Metallica, but that might get a little confusing.
What the hell would you put for Megadeth then, Michael?
Exactly.
Freaking
So-
L for losers? Just
be
kidding.
the-
I'm the Megadeth guy.
I've been thinking about it. I think the name of the stream should be Papa Het versus Papa Stain.
Yeah.
Or Raquel said Papa Musty.
Probably musty. Ooh, Don's on my side, Megadeth.
Oh man. So Metallica was 1 and
Megadeth
was
2.
2. Okay. Okay. Let's get all them ones in there.
Only
boy.
because they were founded in that order. Not because Megadeth is number 2.
Sure.
I was watching a really funny interview and prep for this of Dave talking about all the like thrash guitar players, and he was just like, he was kind of like trying to positively talk about Kerry King while only saying really negative things. He's like, Kerry's a great rhythm player, and then like the video like played one of his solos, and then he's like, yeah, Kirk could hardly keep up with my lead, so it's like he basically said that Kerry like blows ass at soloing, and
Well,
Kirk is like a little better.
you know.
I do wonder sometimes if Kerry King may have just like missed the point of what,
Of soloing?
yeah, you
Of
know,
music?
or he could be incredibly innovative. Like he actually approaches it more in like an atmospheric style.
Oh.
You know, where he's
Well,
like
that would explain a lot.
he's creating like a new color in the palette. He's not worried about tonality or harmony or like, you know, scales or
Keep the
rhythm
songs in.
or anything. But
The tempo.
yeah, but it definitely creates a vibe. You know, I'll say that for him.
Yeah.
So like
creative vibe.
he's kind of like, if he was a painter, he'd be like a modern art painter. You know.
Well, now I really hate him.
Yeah. Well, that's a
R.I.P.
that's
Jeff
a-
Hanneman.
Yeah, that's a pretty astute observation, though. I mean, or theory, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it does. I guess I would say like Carrie's soloing sounds like it fits the song. Like
Yeah.
it sounds like I think he wants it to sound. You know, it sounds scary.
Christian had a really good comment on this. If you don't like Carrie solos, you just haven't found the right chaser. Yeah, I think Carrie, you could say, is he So he's approaching guitar solos in the same way someone who uses harsh vocals in metal.
Mm.
And I would say that, like, a harsh vocalist in metal is like a percussion instrument with lyric.
Yeah.
It is not a harmonic, melodic instrument anymore. It's a percussion instrument with lyric. And Carrie is approaching it in a way that it is creating a... it's like a sonic moment Sorry, you go ahead.
No, I would say it's almost kind of it's almost textural in a way.
It is very textural. That's a good way to put it.
It's like how steel guitar in certain songs becomes just a textural thing that goes there. The texture just is really rough.
Yeah, it's very rough. Yeah, like kind of maybe similar into, say, if you were scoring a horror movie, you know, that weird instrument that does all the creepy, scary sounds that they do when like a weird metal door opens or something. It's like that's what he's adding to a Slayer song. It's not like, oh, look what I can do. Like I would actually argue maybe there's zero arrogance and zero pride in a Kerry King solo, and it's actually just serving the song, and it doesn't have anything to do with showing what he knows or what he can do. It's just about the tune. So in that way, I would say he is actually more artistic than some.
Sure.
I feel like this is a sly way to set up a point for the debate that I'm going to set.
It is not. It is not, actually. I just as we're talking about Kerry King, it's like I do really appreciate him and I do think a lot of him, but it's not in the same way that I would say maybe think about Randy Rhoads or something.
Sure.
Well, or a lot of my favorite players.
Yeah.
But you kind of had an itinerary for this, didn't you, Michael?
Yeah.
Did you want me to just hang out or actually do something?
No, I think if you actually, do you have a coin you could flip to see who goes first, and you can kind of lead us through that.
He's got a Bulbasaur coin from his first Pokemon starter pack.
Too, but...
Well, okay. Well, get yourself a beer.
Where's the beer?
I'll go get a beer and a coin.
Okay. Make sure it's weighted to me. Tanner, while he's grabbing that, do you want heads or tails?
I will do tails. Man, I thought of a really good country song name on the way home, and I had so much going on. I was like, I know I'm going to forget this.
Did you forget it?
It was, hang on, let me think about it for a second.
Think about it. Come on, chat. Let's have some support for Tanner here. I know you can do it. Well, while you're thinking about that, I'm going to check on the Cubs score here and see if they've lost to the Padres here. Oh, it's at 8:40. Oh, man, it starts in 3 minutes.
Dang it. I don't know. Maybe, hopefully it comes back to me. It was a really good one. It's like I couldn't think of any song with it, but it was a really good play on words with like 2 expressions.
That sounds pretty great. Love that we got King Fod here hanging out.
Fah! That's what we missed. Fah! I need to get that queued up on my phone.
Yeah.
What's that called? Is there a name for that meme?
Fa. It's just like F-A-A-A-A-A-H.
Okay.
I've actually found a soundboard at one point that was just like all of just lots of different versions.
Oh, here we go. I just have. There we go.
Yes.
Did you hear that? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You need one that has a little duh at the end.
Okay, so heads or tails, Michael?
Tanner wants tails, so I got heads.
Okay. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Let's see what I can do here. We got tails.
Michael, you can go first.
Oh, is that the
If the heads or tails decides who gets to go. Gotcha.
right? But didn't we get tails?
Yeah, I'll go first. If that's what you want.
No. I
Can we do
is
this
it?
again?
Well, just it's like it doesn't matter.
No. I want to.
I think in my mind it was like whoever won decides who goes first.
Gotcha.
But I'll just go first too. It really doesn't matter either way.
Nope, I'm good. I've got all my notes pulled up here, so I'm going to get my timer started here, so I will go. I've got 5 minutes, and I'm starting it now. So, I am arguing the position that Metallica is the better band. Of course, better in any terms of music or art is a really hard thing to define. It's actually basically impossible. So, since we can't really argue art because we're, essentially arguing for people's opinions about how they relate them to that art, you're mixing nostalgia in how they interact with that at a certain period of their life. So it's essentially we just can't deal in any sort of debate form. We really can't deal with the personal opinions of the individual. What we can look at, though, is the fruits of those opinions. And so we can't say that just because a band makes more money that they are then necessarily a better band. But since we do live in a capitalist society, we can say that, people purchase an album, they purchase concert tickets, and these reflect their personal choices. So if you have $20 and you go to the record store and you decide, are you going to buy Peace Sells or Master of Puppets, and you buy Master of Puppets, that is in a sense, kind of deciding which one you're willing to spend your time and money on to then purchase that art. So it is about as close as a stand-in as we can get for the judgment of popular opinion as the masses. So Metallica has 163 million albums sold as of 2023. They have 10 Grammys, 26 nominations, and 6 consecutive albums that debuted at number 1. They were on the Rolling Stone's Greatest of All Time at number 61. Not that I place a lot of faith in Rolling Stone as an institution, but there we have it. So they were also the first band to play on all 7 continents, and I believe they were the second band to play in Antarctica as a whole. There was one Inuit band that had played there, but I don't believe those guys ever got to Africa or the United States.
Yeah, they
so, now, gonna pull up my other statistics here. Megadeth has sold, I believe, about a third of the 160. I think they were closer to 70 million albums sold. So, that would actually be closer to half. So that's definitely in their favor. But average Metallica concert hits about 45,000 tickets sold. Average Megadeth concert is 7 to 15,000. So even if we say 15,000 on the high side, and we say low side of Metallica, average is 45, but let's just say 40. They're still over double of what Megadeth is pulling every night. So you have more album sales, you have more ticket sales over the course of the band. I'm not necessarily interested in the idea of going into, Metallica has 4 members, and they have 2 still original members. Megadeth is basically Dave Mustaine and a long list. I actually tried to pull it up on Wikipedia, and it's so long, Wikipedia just had its own page for past Megadeth members. So, obviously, that's not a...
That's impressive.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of people, though. But essentially, if you're considering then who's a better band, Megadeth is not really a collection of people. It's Dave Mustaine and some people he has hired. And he's had some great players over the years, but Megadeth has done a better job of keeping a cohesive group of people together for a longer period of time. And I think the numbers... yes, Metallica has done a better job of keeping a group of people together for a period of time. Also, if you make an appeal to Megadeth as being cooler, Dave Mustaine as a artistic generative force, he was also the generative force in Metallica for that first album. So I think, both sides could kind of claim that one way or the other. So I don't know if that's necessarily worth getting into, but if you like Dave, well then you probably like Kill 'Em All. That's definitely my favorite album, but it is what it is. So, and I'm sorry, I found my note here. Megadeth has had 50 million albums sold, 1 Grammy and only 12 nominations. So 10 Grammys to 1 Grammy, 163 million to 50 million, and that is my time. Thank you.
Alrighty.
Hey, Carol.
Alright. I'll do a little timer for myself here. Okay. So, what I would say, I think Michael brought up an interesting point that Dave Mustaine is Megadeth. And I think that's kind of the view you have to look at it. And I think that you could also make a pretty big argument that the best parts of Metallica in a lot of ways are because of Dave. And that in Dave leaving, Megadeth is a successor to the awesomeness that was Metallica. So I think what I'm gonna introduce here is that there's a real authenticity that comes with Megadeth that Metallica does not have. So now, as I got to looking around, one of the things I didn't realize was how many times Metallica has kind of been accused of plagiarism. And in fact, most of their biggest things and their biggest song achievements are been accused of plagiarism. And I'm going to argue tonight that Metallica is a little bit of a fraud. I love them, but I think they're a little bit of a fraud. So, if you go back to the first few records, these are things that Dave is actually credited for writing in the liner notes of the records. The song Four Horsemen, Ride the Lightning, Jump in the Fire, No Remorse off Kill 'Em All, Phantom Lord, and Metal Militia. So those are things that have confirmed that Metallica have said Dave wrote these things. So if we go down the list here, now we have all the other songs that Metallica has been accused of plagiarizing, and in some cases has settled out of court on. So we have Enter Sandman being copied off the band Excel. The song is called Tapping Into the Emotional Void. The Day That Never Comes being copied off of Chords of Life by Satriani.
Ooh.
Unforgiven 2 being copied off of Iron Maiden's Children of the Damned. Now keep in mind all these songs are dated pre-Metallica's version. End of the Line off Death Magnetic is the same riff that Why Go by Pearl Jam came out in 91. Death Magnetic was 08. The Master of Puppets riff is the same riff from the David Bowie Andy Warhol song that came out in 71. Thorn Within is the same riff of Snakes of Christ by Danzig. Welcome Home off of Master of Puppets is the same riff from Rainbow Warrior by Bleak House. Let's see here. Through the Never off of Black Album is the same riff as Over My Dead Body by Metal Church. So really, what I'm coming to here is that I think the best parts of Metallica may very well have been stolen. And I think another one of the big ones is that the Black Album is pretty clearly, to me, a rip from the Black Album that Spinal Tap did, which is like one of the big jokes of the whole movie.
Yeah, that came out.
Yeah. So, and I think as far as numbers are concerned, Metallica's biggest numbered shows have been free shows in Moscow, for instance. When you look at the actual ticketed events, Megadeth had the Rock in Rio that was 140,000. Metallica had, I think their biggest ticketed event is in New Jersey at 82,000. I think it'll probably be in the cross-examination that we get into some of the coolness factors, but we got, Dave cuts people when they're dog shit. Dave never cut his hair. Dave's bass is hell. That's cool. Uh, Lars and Kirk made out several times. Not very cool, in my opinion. But I think for now, I think that'll probably cover what I'm for my opening statement of. I think where the I can't say the word right. Authenticity is. I think Megadeth wins the day, which Megadeth is Dave Mustaine. Dave Mustaine is Megadeth. So that's the end of mine.
Okay.
All right.
Do you want me to go into cross-examination?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Or okay.
Yeah.
So you sorry, I'm gonna use a little rhetorical device here.
Mm-hmm.
So that word that you struggled to pronounce, I'm curious if you can define it. That authenticity. How would you define authenticity?
Oh, that's a good point, Mikey. I would say it is being true to oneself and oneself's values that they hold to themselves.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so do we know Dave's values or do we know Metallica's values?
I don't believe so. No.
Okay. So can we be sure then that they are or are not being true to those values?
No, we cannot.
Okay. So then when we look at them and define authenticity, are we not just reflecting our own values and whether or not they're being authentic to or supposedly authentic to our values?
I suppose not, and I may be assuming too much here, but I would assume one of Dave's values would be not stealing something.
Okay.
I may be
but being
over-assuming,
an alcoholic might be one of his values.
True, which we can blame a lot of people in both those bands for being alcoholics.
Fair enough.
And I think that is a good reason that he was... Obviously, he was fired for a good reason, but...
Mm-hmm. Okay. I wanted to ask about the... I think you made I think it's a valid point where, you could say if you like early Metallica, then the best parts of Dave, or the best parts of Metallica are Dave.
Mm-hmm.
But that would be dependent on if you like the early Metallica.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to ask about these plagiarism accusations. You said they settled out of court, which I think we then assume that that's an admission of guilt and they're buying them off.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any statements from Metallica that say they confessed to this, admitted this, or...
The only one is Enter Sandman. Is the only one I really dug into, that they did pay them.
Okay. So we don't know how the rest of those instances came out, or if Metallica was vindicated at all?
No. I can only verify that I listened to them myself.
Okay. Well, then I would just hold that if we have a accusation, then that would not be guilt.
Mm-hmm.
And if also that if they decide to settle out of court, then that would not be an admission of guilt necessarily.
True.
I understand that it maybe looks suspicious, but not necessarily an admission of guilt.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned the ticketed events. Did you look at Metallica's South American ticket sales?
So these were just based off of their highest ticket sales for one event.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And you said that was Megadeth's Rio?
Yeah, it was Rock in Rio 2.
Okay. So I cannot provide a...
1991 is when that was.
1981. Okay.
So kind of the pinnacle of thrash.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So now I would love to be able to throw a Metallica Rock in Rio stat back at you, but I don't have it. But I would also say that you said it was New Jersey?
Yes.
Okay, so...
The highest single ticketed Metallica show.
Yeah, so I think I would argue for averages here, though, that maybe Megadeth pulled a lot in Rio, but the averages are going to compound over decades. So we still have more people choosing Metallica overall. So I think that would be worth considering. I started the timer a little late after I started that authenticity, and so we are about 30 seconds early, so I will end my cross-examination.
I mean, you can go as long as you want. It doesn't really matter.
Tanner, did you check your phone there?
I can. Let's see. Michael's really quiet.
And Kale says I'm muffly in like a wind tunnel.
Music's a little loud. Okay. Music down. And Michael's quiet.
He's certainly talking close enough to the mic. I don't think that's the issue.
Yeah. Michael, talk a little bit.
I'm talking a little bit.
It's not quiet on my end. Has he always been quiet, or did he get quiet?
From the way that text sounded, he's maybe always been quiet.
Was he quiet when it was echoing?
Yeah, okay. Josh says that's a little bit better.
We can just turn the music off, honestly.
It does sound still a little muffled, but...
See if that... Okay. We got no music. I cranked what I think might be the problem. Talk a little bit, Mikey. Say something back and forth to me. Hey, how you doing?
It's a little bit better now. So I'll make sure to project.
Always was pretty quiet.
Always has been.
Much gooder, Mike says.
Nice.
Tanner is twice. I'm twice as loud.
Yeah.
Simple as.
Oh yeah. Whatever you did, I think we're in a better spot now, Tanner.
Tanner is twice as
So.
loud.
Carol says so much better. Awesome.
Wow.
That's what we like to hear. Thank you, Carol.
Yes.
Right,
I like that you say the things that make me feel good.
Let me turn myself down here. See if that video capture device. Hello.
Christian has a good point there. Or an interesting point.
Hey.
It's Callie.
Hey. Okay, well, apparently, maybe it's fixed. Oh, Michael's gone, though. Gosh, dude, I tell you what. We try to have fun around here, and then wheels start falling off. Every time. Where's the time go? I don't even remember what we're talking about now. Let's see.
Randy McNeely.
Takey Tanner's work, that's true. Let's see. Me and old Larry McNeely.
So what's your problem, Tanner?
And Michael's just gone.
He's gone. He's here for me.
He's gone from the stream, though. I need to figure out why he's not in the stream.
Uh-oh. Yeah, but he's gone from the stream. He's been replaced by an AI version of a 68 Camaro.
Hey, he's back. Okay.
Hey.
All right.
Thank you.
Real quick, let's do like a little tech thing here. So Michael's back. Everybody can see Michael. How does everything sound? Am I quieter? The music's gone. How's everybody sound? Am I still too loud? I can be quieter.
I can actually tell what's going on here. I made some points and you just cut me from the string.
Yeah. Could be that Tanner's basement is more projective. My basement? I'm upstairs, my brother.
Debunked.
Hang on. Rebunked.
Bunk beds. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So we should respond to Christian over here. He's got some points.
Well, hang on a second. Let me do my cross back to Mikey, and then we'll do the chat.
Oh, sure. Sorry.
I'd like to know from Adam probably if this is passable. He said he can hear you, or Mikey. Adam, will you listen? 15-second delay, and everything sounds good right now. Okay. All right.
Nice.
So what I would say, or I would ask you, Michael,
Mm-hmm.
is would we then argue that the people like Beyonce, Sabrina Carpenter, all these trannies out here doing records, are they all better than Metallica?
Well, I did clarify this point here at the beginning that the term "better" is
Mhm.
very tricky because you're essentially dealing with people's opinions.
So what would you say they are? What makes them? What is the metric that you're using?
Yeah, well, they are more people have decided to buy their albums, and so if Beyonce, Sabrina Carpenter is providing a product that people are wanting,
Mm-hmm.
and lots of people are wanting it, then that is their prerogative, I suppose.
So you'd say that as much as a metric that you can use.
I think that is. I mean, unless but if we're going to get in, we did not define any other terms of
Mm-hmm.
better before we started,
Mm-hmm.
and so if we
Would you say better is not making out with your drummer?
I mean, I don't think that has anything to do with the quality of the song.
Well,
No?
I think one of the things I'd like to get into is that I feel that I don't want to say feel because that's not the right way to do it. I
You
think
feel.
the intensity and the intricacy of Megadeth music has stayed more consistent over the years, and I think that is probably due to bringing in always elite hired guns
Mm-hmm.
to play the records. I think the band saying more consistently metal to me would I don't know if I'd actually say that now that I say that out loud, but
Yeah. I mean, if I could,
Mhm.
you could also just as easily say that Megadeth failed to innovate, and Metallica was unafraid to venture into different regions, and sometimes that did not work out.
Mhm.
You can say that, yeah, maybe the Black Album wasn't as good, or Garage Inc. had some bad songs, or the
Mhm.
snare drum on Saint Anger was a metal chair, but you could also just say that's the cost of innovating.
Yeah, I think then you might fall into that same thing where progress means good. Heading in a direction necessarily means better.
Not necessarily.
Why do you say that?
Well, I would just simply argue that when you
So change just is
progress,
good.
no, no, I just that if you are searching for something else,
Mhm.
you are going to necessarily, to use a metaphor of a journey, if you are searching for something else, you might end up somewhere along the way that you didn't actually like. And then, but you passed through. It was still a place you went. There was still a song you didn't, that was a maybe stain to some people on the,
Ooh. Sorry. Hold on.
uh, in the track record. But then you could also just say that, well, maybe Megadeth could have done more interesting things, and I think they did. Like they have some interesting classical approaches.
Yeah, I wouldn't say nothing changes. Just
Yeah, but definitely not as I think you just have to decide: is the progress, is innovation something you value in a band or not? And I think that is not necessarily something we can say yes or no to. We can personally, but not on a objective level.
now we can say that Megadeth did do 17 studio albums and Metallica only did 11.
Well, there you go. Metallica beat him with less albums.
Oof. Hang on. else about here about Kirk and Lars making out or anything.
That's if you're just gonna devolve into ad hominems at this point. That's you can.
I might be there, buddy.
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think I might just have to sit. I'd be done with my cross examination here.
Okay, I think that was about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there's been some really great comments that you guys should respond to. I feel like.
Here, let's do that, and then we'll do our final statements. Let's kind of scroll back up the chat. Can you guys can see that too, can't you?
Yeah. So I'm gonna scroll up to the everything sounds good, all clear. So Primer says Metallica will forever be one of the world's greatest bands, even if they are a little gay sometimes.
Yeah.
I still think they're a better band on almost every level. Becky sounds pretty good here. Sounds pretty good here.
Oh, she's probably doing the mic check for us.
Yeah.
No, she's agreeing with me, I think. No, sorry, just kidding.
I like that. I really, really like this one that Christian said. You can't compare Metallica to Sabrina Carpenter, but Megadeth and Metallica are direct competitors, and only one of them is in the same success bracket as Sabrina Carpenter.
That is true.
Thank you, Christian. Supporting my point
And
here.
then, Tanner, you want to read that other one about Superman and Goku?
You can't ask if Superman beats Goku, but you can ask if Goku beats Frieza. And he has 35 for 35 years now. Dude, I love when they go down to hell and Frieza's in that like little pod thing. He's in like a what's a caterpillar go into before he becomes a butterfly? What's that thing called? Cocoon. They got like Frieza in a cocoon and people are teasing him and they break him out just to bring him up and have Goku beat his ass again.
Yeah, I don't know if and Christian's last comment, I don't know if being nice matters for anything, but I mean, in fact, it might. I don't know. Yeah, you can go either way on that. But what's the worst album from each band?
Oof. Megadeth is definitely Super Collider. I'm a super collider. I can take you higher.
Okay.
And he's just strumming chords the whole time before it gets
now,
there.
This will be a really interesting question for Michael because I know that one of Michael's favorite albums is Saint Anger. So, what's it going to be?
Can I do an anecdote here real quick?
Yeah.
I remember I was trying to cook my first dessert omelet when that record came out, and I was listening to Super Collider in a kitchen in St. Paul, Mears Park. I was living in a guy's living room, and I got a whole bunch of Reese's and chocolate and shit, and I was trying to make an omelet with like candy in it.
What the fuck?
And I was like, this album sucks ass. And then I got done with the album, and I went to eat the omelet. I'm like, this omelet sucks ass.
Dude, that's a wow.
I don't remember why. Somebody was like, you can like, eggs are in all the good baked stuff. You could just like make a dessert omelet. I'm like, well, that's not a bad idea. It's on a real omelet kick at the time. I was making a bunch of omelets with different stuff in it, hash browns and ham.
That sounds terrible, though.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, so does Super Collider. I don't know what to tell you.
All right, Michael, what do you got?
I would still argue that as much as I like Saint Anger, I would say it's their weakest album. Like it's, it would be. It is one of those exploratory things where they did a lot of interesting things. They were trying to, get the new bass player. I think that was Trujillo's first album, right? So there was a lot of like rebranding going on.
Yeah, but it's yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I enjoy it, but I should say I like Saint Anger and Frantic.
You could do a whole debate on why does Michael like this album. I feel like you could get really out in the weeds on like.
Oh, dude, no! Christian just dropped Lulu, and
we don't talk about that.
Oh, hey,
dude,
I'm actually a Lulu fan.
What?
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, I remember one.
You guys are fucked.
Now, so at first I was like, this is so dumb, but years later, I don't remember. I wish I could remember the context. I might have dropped an edible. Who knows? But I remember I sat in the dark and I just put headphones on and listened. I wasn't looking at anything. And I put that album on, and that is one of the scariest things you can listen to just sitting by yourself. Like, there's nothing more frightening than that record.
Well,
as far as an album goes, like, I've never been scared by a record except for Lulu. I think there's probably some value in a record that can actually scare you.
I suppose.
Fair enough. Well, it's not on the Wikipedia official discography list because I guess it's probably because it was a collaboration. So I'm still going to stick with my original Saint Anger as much as I like it.
Yeah.
So Cubs home run.
Yeah. I don't know what would be my least favorite Metallica.
It dares you to think about why you don't get it.
What?
Oh, I was just reading comments, sorry.
Yeah. Christian says Lulu is Lynchian. It dares you to think about why you don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I know it's a little hipstery. It's a little... That's a good point. And I don't know if that makes me... I do like David Lynch movies. Like, I love Eraserhead. But I don't know if that also makes me an idiot. I might be an idiot.
Well,
It makes me think about...
This is the problem with art, is it's also fucked.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, it does... there is the whole thing where it's like... I was talking to a dude today where it's like, well... if you're scoring a horror movie... Lulu is like the perfect record. It's terrifying. It's so... I mean, it's like... And so, like, as a horror movie... I mean, it is art. It is something, it's like making you feel fear is an art that invokes an emotion. So, I mean, I would say you'd have to argue that it's at least has value in that way.
Yeah, well, because it brings you to the question of, is feeling fear as a recreational activity a valid thing? Because that's really, I think, the thing that then comes into question. Because
what do you mean by valid, though? Like should you do it, or?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Is like, is feeling fear a recreational activity? And some people would argue that, like, we used to feel fear all the time, living in the wild and animals, and so it's like it was kind of natural, something we experienced. Now we don't really feel it on a day-to-day basis, so therefore we still kind of get a when we feel it in a controlled environment, when we know nothing's actually going to hurt us, it is actually kind of cathartic for us. I'm still not a huge fan of scary movies, but like I like a thriller. So
I do think though, like from a secular point of view, you just have to say that all the emotions can be recreationally digested, and there's nothing good or bad about that.
Yeah, and I don't, I'm kind of arguing from a ethicalist point of view at the moment. I'm not really arguing for it or not. I just that the question of whether then a horror movie is good art is more about, well, should you be making yourself feel that?
Well, I think that would be a difficult one to square up with country, because like, well, should I make myself feel sad? You know, like it's not it doesn't on the surface seem as negative of an art, but it's like, well, I sit there and listen to Dwight Yoakam and I get really sad. Is that that's where it kind of gets in the good and the bad of it, which I don't even know if we should get in the weeds of that, but
yeah, that sounds like a question for your priest.
Agreed.
Yeah. Well, while everybody's thinking about whether they should scare themselves or not, please make sure you like the stream. That would help us in some way, which I do not understand, but it would be great. So please like the stream if you have not already.
Well, while we're kind of dishing it out before we get to our outros here, let's dive a little more into specifics of just like what we like, since it's a little subjective anyway. Megadeth versus Metallica drums. Let's get into like mix. What do you like?
I would wager that on drum level, pretty much anybody who Dave has playing is probably just better than Lars.
Well, but that doesn't. I mean, the talent doesn't necessarily, or like, you know what I mean, the
Okay,
maybe go for sound before you say
Oh my
talent.
god.
Sound before
are you-
talent.
okay,
Because they do
maybe I
have like a different
misunderstood.
kind of, you know.
Are you asking like who's better drummer or
No,
just which I like better?
I'm asking like nothing technical.
Okay.
When you listen to a few Metallica records and a few Megadeth records, when it comes to how the drums are put in the songs and mixed, what do you like?
Then I'd go for Metallica because I feel like they fit very well. And
Mm.
also just because I'm used to it. Just
Yeah.
because I'm used to it doesn't make it right. I just am more
Well,
familiar with their music.
those first few Metallica records, I feel like the drums are some of the coolest drums ever recorded.
And I think Lars does a very good job of being unique, especially on like Injustice for All.
Mhm.
Like, where it gets kind of proggy for lack of a better word,
Mhm.
but the drums fit the guitar riffs. It's not too weird for me.
Yeah. I think
Um,
Lars does a better job of being like a lead instrument sometimes, whereas like a byproduct of Megadeth, where you have like it's Dave Mustaine and there's
Yeah,
people around him, the drums will always be a part of the tune,
sure.
you know?
Yeah, I do like that Lars is a personality.
Yeah, I agree with
Whereas,
that.
like, I know there, some of the drummers who have played with Megadeth, but I don't listen to them as like, oh, I love what he does here on this.
Yeah. I did think it was really cool though when Adler got hurt in Lamb of God and he couldn't do all the there was something physically he couldn't do anymore
Oh,
with Lamb of God. He was Megadeth's drummer for a couple of years.
nice. I knew he played with him, but I didn't realize there was an injury involved.
Yeah, he got hurt somehow and he couldn't like there was something about the Lamb of God like touring or who knows, might have been like the way they were touring. You know, maybe it's like he couldn't it's like maybe Megadeth's like put him in a tour bus and just like put him in the pod and then he came out to play. Like I don't know what it was, but there was
Yeah.
something about being in Megadeth that was easier on his injury than
Huh.
Lamb of
That's
God.
that's a problem with being vegetarian for decades like that. Your body can't
I think
heal.
that's the drum or the guitar player, isn't it?
I know Chris is too.
Okay.
Is the guitar player as well?
Well, I don't know. I know he like went from being like kind of ripped, chunky guy to like bone skinny.
Just malnourished.
Yeah. And apparently, when you're a vegetarian, you kick your brother out of the band. Never let him back. Oof.
Adam, don't go vegetarian, please.
I don't think we gotta worry about that with Adam. So how about let's do the dreaded one. Vocals. James versus Dave.
Dave every day.
Hey, Freudian.
Jesus.
Freudian, that's Freudian. Let's go to my outro.
I'm going for Papa Het. Papa Het. Papa Het.
Yeah,
I even love the yeah.
but you know what? I quote Dave more.
Oh,
That's interesting.
You know, he's more of a character. Like Dave he's got the
Okay.
Well, he's more of a spoken candor too.
yeah, and like, you know, James is like a better singer. He fits the song better, but with Dave, like I actually mock Dave regularly. and it's almost like a little comedic in that way, you know, and that hello me, you know. It's me again.
for as much as I love Alice Cooper, I'm surprised that doesn't appeal to me more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
How about the bass realm of Megadeth, Metallica? Yeah, Cliff, obviously a phenom.
Yeah.
Versus.
Versus the guy who pulled his wiener out.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to do now. No, just kidding.
Hey,
I've been leading up to this all night. I am Ellison.
Hey, I intentionally never went there.
Can I freaking tell a story about Dave Ellison real quick?
Yeah.
When I was
Yeah.
in line to meet his ass. So it was a meet and greet for Megadeth up in the Twin Cities at Capitol Guitars. Nobody could be bothered to show up but Chris Broderick and Dave Ellison. So I'm waiting in line to meet the guy. I can see him. They're cool. I got pictures of them like through the crowd. And the guy in front of me turns out to be like Dave Ellison's best friend from middle school.
Dang.
And so the meet and greet just ends with Dave, right? Like, people go through, get their thing signed, and you don't get to talk to him, right? So I'm like, oh, Dave, dude, totally shirked off. Didn't give a crap about me.
I'm sorry.
I'm like, dude, for a guy with mushroom hair, you're being really uppity right now. I think I was on crutches, too. I'm like, I'm Tiny Tim, dog. This might be my last Christmas. Please sign my new Megadeth record.
You didn't even sign it?
He signed it, dude. He like went in the back with his buddy. It was like, oh, it's a reunion.
Well, we have some other...
Chris signed it. Chris Broderick, he's a nice guy.
We have some other accounts of Dave being kind of less than, and that was even post-wienering.
What do you mean?
Post-wienering.
Well, we had some friends that opened for him.
Yeah, I went to that show, dude. It was like...
Yeah, we were there. I remember.
Yeah.
Like,
and that was post Wiener incident, and he was still kind of a dick.
Yeah, he was like
No pun
mad that
intended.
nobody was there. It's like, well, dude, you are doing a poorly marketed tribute tour called
For the
like
band you just got kicked out of.
like Thrash
And you
Lords of
just pulled
Thrash
your
Day
wiener
or
out,
something.
yeah. In fact, you'd probably this would do a lot better if you whipped it out right now.
Yeah, dude, just whip it out every shit. That's the freaking solo.
That's just stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, because I remember they kicked him out of the communal green room.
Yeah, after they said they could go down there.
Yeah, because was it the Blue Note? I think told
It was
them
yeah.
like, oh yeah, green room's downstairs, and then they went down there, and then Dave was like, get out of here.
It's not for you
Wow.
pubes. You plebes.
Oh no, Dave didn't say anything. Dave just like gave him the fucking
was it?
stink eye, whipped his dick out, and then he just like left.
He pointed the mushroom on the top of his head and the top of his other head at him and sent him on their merry way. That's what he did.
Wow. Well, since we're talking about bass players, I would like to give a honorable mention to Jason Newsted.
Yeah.
For putting up with
He's
all
too
the crap,
fucking metal. Yeah.
all
He was too metal
the
for
crap
him.
that he put up with, and just like I just based on because John, you showed me the live Moscow.
I never
Video,
remember.
that-
It was in the LeBaron
Yeah,
in my parents'
Is
driveway.
that when he goes up and yells at him?
and just
Yeah, the
Dude, that-
die. Yeah.
dude, that concert is like still one of my favorite concerts
amazing.
ever.
That's incredible.
And like
It's
I
incredible.
love Cliff, but like, dude, that show is so good, and he is like perfect for that right then. You know
You know what
So-
my favorite things about that show is?
what?
Is that the only American who has like had more people show up there was Rod Stewart. So when I think about it, it's like red and do. It's so not
And-
Metallica like.
And then die.
yeah,
Die.
yeah. That show
You
has been
know.
so cool to be at. Crazy
Russia
it was
just-
free too.
I mean, Russia just got rid of communism. They were trying to figure out what rock and roll was. So I figured
Who
they
paid
were,
for all those tickets if communism was gone?
I bet it would be the record labels just saw a big new market open up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Isn't there
I'd be
like
wi-
their song, like their country song, "The Winds of Change" by Scorpions?
is it really?
I think so.
That's
There's a good conspiracy on that, actually. We should go into it some other time.
dude. I'm so down for the CIA
Uh-huh.
Scorpions.
It's a good one. Gotta remember that one. We'll have to do Scorpions.
Yeah, we'll have to do a deep dive.
Okay, so we haven't talked about, though, the guitar players. That's the last
yeah.
thing. Guitar players of Megadeth and Metallica.
Tanner, who what's your take?
So I do like Kirk, but I do think Kirk has gotten worse over the years.
Mm.
And I would even say, oh, here's the thing I meant to bring up too. If you watch Some Kind of Monster, there's only actually like Dave only kind of gets teary-eyed for like 30 seconds, and Lars is crying for like the whole movie. That was going to be one of my points I was going to bring it up. But...
Well, he's European.
but,
That's not fair.
I know, it's not fair. I said, but
He's just a little guy.
I like how he's like, yeah, you really hurt my feelings, man. Like, Lars is like, I had no idea. It's like, you didn't know. You didn't know when you put him in a duffel bag and you put him on that bus and you sent him home. You didn't think he might be upset when he woke up in freaking Rhodesia in a bag. Like, come on, dog. I know he was drunk as piss, but damn. But I would say, for me, guitar players is probably Megadeth. I do. All right. I like Marty Friedman. I like that guy. I always forget his name. Who plays on Peace Sells? The guy who ended up being really jazzy.
Ooh.
I like Kiko, guy who had the Ibanez on the last couple records on Dystopia, and ironically, the guy who is just like Kiko, who looks like him and plays like him, but not as good. His name is Timu.
Interesting.
Which is very ironic. Considering the joke is Kiku was bought off Timu for Megadeth. I really like Chris Broderick, even though weirdly half the time live he would just lose his ass. I mean, like, would just bomb. Like, one of my favorite Megadeth videos is actually when they're playing on the USA Today show on Halloween. They all have amazing costumes. Hang on, I'm gonna drop one in the thing here of Dave Mustaine with his Frankenstein outfit. It's one of my favorite pictures that's ever been taken.
Dude, I'm excited. While you're pulling that up, I would just like to say that Timu is actually in Winter Sun, which if anybody's into like Finnish, like extreme metal, he's the other guitar player in that band as well, which is dope.
I didn't want to bring it up, but Frankenstein, he's got Stein in his name. You might need to check the...
Check the early life on.
Yeah. Let's see here. These pictures are just so funny.
Dude, I can't wait for this to roll up on the...
Hang on. Yeah, sorry. You guys talk a little bit here while I find the good one. There's one really good one.
Yeah. Well, on the guitar player side, I would definitely... Like, I totally understand the... Kirk has gotten worse, but I
don't know why though. That's the weirdest thing about Kirk is like
I think one of the things that I've struggled getting into Megadeth with is that I can't sing the guitar lines.
Oh,
and
okay.
I feel like that's a thing you can do with a lot of, like, especially like Master of Puppets, or even like the rhythm stuff on Injustice for All is like, I can remember those riffs.
Yeah.
And I like that.
This is the thing I meant to ask you, John, is like, so the idea of weird scales over metal, right?
Yeah.
Is that really a Randy thing? Like, is that like the peak of his innovation? Is like, I am going to show metal guys that you should and will play strangely tonal things over the music, because you can't really say Tony Iommi does it. Like, is that like one of his like subtle innovations that nobody gives him credit for? It's like, oh well, he actually will play.
I guess he
stuff,
he really kind of the. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I don't know that, but I was actually.
I mean, that's a pretty interesting point. I could see that. Sure.
Christian, I'd be curious what you think about that too, actually. Christian, if you're still here. Oh, jeez.
What?
It was Toby.
Also, can we just talk about the fact that Megadeth...
Sorry.
What? Megadeth's last album was known as the White Album. I think that's awesome.
That's pretty clever.
Yeah, I like that.
You guys see that on the stream yet?
Yeah. So who's that? What are we looking at here?
So that is Dave Mustaine as Frankenstein on USA Today on the morning show.
Frankenstein's monster. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. He's not the doctor, I guess. But...
Yeah, whatever. Who cares? That's pretty good.
It's a great Frankenstein costume. But
Yeah.
Chris Broderick drops the ball, dude. Like he can't shred at all on that. It's like, dude, did you just not play for like 4 months before this performance?
What was he dressed as?
Chris was the Phantom of the Opera. Ellison
Well,
was
he couldn't see.
Wolfman.
He couldn't see. His face was all burned.
He had another eye. He had one free eye. Ellison had a pretty good.
It was because he couldn't see the frets.
Dude, no excuse. I don't know. Of all the best guitar players ever to live, Chris Broderick has a very high drop the ball and screw every song up live in him, which is, I don't get it, but
What's that makes him likable.
it does. I like him. He's good.
Yeah.
I mean,
can you get this, Lars? And can you get this off the screen?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to put that in there.
Oops.
So yeah, I would say probably James. If I were to say my favorite of all the crew, it's like I like Dave Mustaine's playing. Dave is a great player. Dave is actually like a really, really good guitar player. He's got some like goofy things he does where he says like he's the only. John, you ever seen that video where he does that thing where he like puts his thumb on the front of the guitar?
No,
Like say like on the 10th fret on the front, and then he can reach his pinky all the way up to 15. He's like, I'm the only guy who can do this.
Oh,
ever seen that
yeah.
video?
Okay, I have seen that.
I
Yeah.
was like, dude, what do you mean? It's like you're the only guy who's bold enough to do that in a video where you're instructing guitar. Like, not that you're the only guy who can do it.
It's called the Carter stretch. They've literally been doing it since the 1910s.
Dude, so I have this article from the 70s of Chet Atkins talking about the super lick that he called it, and it's just sweep picking. It's always doing, but with a thumb pick, just destroying.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
It's called the super lick. And I was like, dude, what the crap, man? Like, screw all these metal dudes. Like, Chet's doing it clean on like a Gretsch.
Yeah.
That's
you know,
and
the Ashton's probably like 3/4 of an inch off.
And he's like probably standing up on live TV on some show called like the Doofus Dingus show or something. And he's like, yeah, I actually made a new arrangement on it on the car ride here. I never thought about it this way, but here we go.
Yeah.
Just tearing it up. Tearing it up.
Yeah. Yeah. Chet's the GOAT.
Speaking of tearing it up, Sean just said the Cubs got a grand slam.
Okay.
You know what I call them, Michael?
What?
The Chubs. Just kidding. All right. John, what would you say your favorite guitar player is? I mean,
I mean, James has always been from a rhythm point of view. I've always been more drawn to rhythm players, and his ability to sing and play rhythm is
for real
awesome to me.
You know what I don't like though is that he perpetuated this myth that you just have to downpick everything.
That is really lame. I don't like that. And
every student, dude, every person is into Hetfield.
I know
it's like, dude, why?
Yeah, you got to break them from that, because it's like, yes, there are some things that were downpicked, but it's like then you have something like Whiplash, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like the kid's trying to downpick it. And it's like, dude.
Yeah, let's learn a surf song.
Reason.
It's like, dude, you can't do it.
Yeah. Miserloo is not.
Yeah. Or it's like, oh, let's learn a Randy Rhoads tune. It's like, well, you got to get the alternate pick and double pedal, man. Like, just like, you just got to get over it.
It's a problem, because it's almost like, yes, it's a skill to learn how to downpick that fast. Like, you can. I mean, I was guilty of it at the time. I remember I was so proud of myself that one time I played, I can play all the way through Master Puppets and downpick the whole thing. And I probably got carpal tunnel because of it. But it's like, if I don't know, to be able to do it, you know what I'm saying? It's just,
yeah. It's almost one of those things like, why?
Yeah.
You know, it's
yeah.
like, I could run a mile with one leg. I've actually shown that I can do it. It's like, okay, but you got two. And,
Yeah.
so I don't know, maybe there's some value in that. I'm not sure where it is, but.
Yeah. It's definitely a thing, though, that I feel like every guitar teacher has had to deal with
Oh, dude.
for the last 30, 40 years.
The down picking and being like, you can use picks other than Tortex Green. Like, those work too. Other brands that are also .88, I think, which is what green is.
I don't know.
I'm actually all a big fan of the purple now.
Dude, purple's where it's at. That's me too, Mikey.
Nice.
Purple guy. Is it 1.14?
I've always been the Dunlop Black, whatever those are. Those are just 1 mils, aren't they?
I think so, but they're the nylon, right?
Yeah.
All right, so what if you had to pick one piece of gear between Metallica and Megadeth that you think is the coolest? The drum set, piece of the drum set, guitar, bass, one piece of gear.
Is this open for anybody?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Well, Lars's drum kit, kind of like Master of Puppets era, like 91, 92. They are absolutely enormous. I'm fairly certain that one of his rack toms is 16 inches, which is the size of a floor tom. And that's just awesome that they're just that big.
Yeah,
so
that's cool.
I like that.
Yeah.
But you, John?
I thought Michael was going to say that.
The snare from St. Anger.
The one piece of gear.
The little Danish flag, yeah.
I'm sure the snare's nice. Just tune floppy.
I would say whatever rig was being used live for the Black Album tour at James's rig, amp wise. I mean, those, James's guitars are really cool, but that it's kind of hard to say because I wasn't there. I didn't hear it,
Sure, yeah.
But if touched up recordings are any indication, is pretty friggin' heavy sounding. So that'd be my choice, I guess, or just if you want an easy choice, would just be that Black Explorer.
The OG.
Yeah, the OG Black Explorer.
One that I've kind of...
Or the ESP.
Oh, yeah. One I've kind of grown to really love is the... and assuming... it's got to be true, but the... I think it's an ES... No, it's not ESP. It's I think it's a custom builder. Did it for James. But it's the Explorer made from the wood from their original practice shed.
From the garage, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I wouldn't want it, but it's really cool that he has it.
Well, I mean, but it's only important to him, though. That's why it's so neat. It's like
I've always loved the area that they tape off on the stage.
Oh, so
it's
cool.
Like the size of their garage.
Yeah, it's so dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool that it's not the coolest camo, but Kuyu is a camo brand that James wears when he hunts. And so ESP actually was able to make a guitar with that camo. And I don't think he plays it all that often, but it's just kind of sweet. It's not the coolest camo ever, but it's cool that it's like the one that he actually uses.
That one is cool.
So we ready to see if we've swayed anybody?
Yeah, let's do our final statements and then...
Are we doing a coin flip or...
No, we'll do opposite of what we started with. Michael, you went first last time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll go first this time. So what I would say is that I think that Megadeth has shown through that they can write their own tunes, which is Dave. He can always find the best musicians to play it with him. He doesn't have a dozen copyright infringement problems. He wrote a lot of what people love about Metallica. I think that one of the big things where Megadeth really excels is that they continue to sell those tickets at every show, and they have not become a nostalgia show like Metallica has, where you play the hits. It might be an insurance guy, somebody who doesn't really care about Metallica. You know that even though the ticket sales might be smaller, that the people who come to Megadeth are coming for all the tunes, the new record, the band that they love, their love for Dave, and that it's not just a bunch of business folk coming in to see a Enter Sandman at the end, which may or not be stolen by somebody else anyway. So I think that's where I did mine.
Okay. So I think, I think we hit all the numbers, but they're still pretty consistently. Metallica is selling tickets and albums at 3 times the rate that Megadeth is. And I think Dave was a very, very important part of Metallica in the beginning. So, when you could say, yeah, he contributed to the early Metallica in a very big way. And he contributed to it as Metallica. So, I think if we're, kind of fighting over Dave for his contribution, I think it could go both ways, but, he wrote all those songs for Metallica, not Megadeth. And so I think Metallica gets just as much of a claim on his contribution than Megadeth does. And, there's the copyright issues, but again, we established that, we only have one at this moment that we were aware was confirmed, and others settling out of courts. So I don't think that is a damning piece of evidence for our conversation right now. Also, you could make the argument that, yes, I think Metal Church was one of the bands that was referenced in that, but they were not confirmed as to having won, and they might have just taken a check to go away. Again, that doesn't make Metallica guilty of it. Maybe it's suspicious behavior, sure, but you could also say then that Metallica did it better. Again, I'm not trying to overstate that case, but Metallica then did probably sell more in any single album than Metal Church did in their whole career. So that's not a slight on Metal Church, but the numbers I think still stand for themselves, and the averages of the tickets that they sell. And I think the nostalgia thing on Metallica's concerts is, yeah, people are coming to see Enter Sandman because it's a song that they really love. They're coming to see Master of Puppets because it's a song they really love, and Metallica is the band they know. If it's that, okay, well, maybe that's the riff from David Bowie, sure, but it's still Master of Puppets that brings people out, that brings 45,000 people a night. Again, 3 times the amount of Megadeth consistently. So, and John, brought up, I think, that Megadeth has put out more albums. Again, that's, we've got 3 times the amount of people coming to see those same few songs consistently because those songs meant that much to them. And I will call it there.
That's a good one. All right, in the chat, who's been sold? 1 for Metallica, 2 for Megadeth. We actually have more views than we started with. Might be the first time we ever heard that.
I'm actually checking because Mike just said Metallica. I was trying to go up to his original chat, but my chat won't load all the way back to the beginning. So
I think Metallica was the winner in the first place. So
okay. Oh, Don's going for number 2.
Uh-oh.
Adam says he doesn't like either of them.
I think
now.
Don was always Megadeth.
So I'm really curious if there have been anybody swayed by this.
Yeah.
So Sean, I think, is still number 1. Josh is still Metallica. Check in on those Cubs scores. See how they're doing. Still 5-3. Cubs are winning.
It's never not funny.
It never gets old.
It really never does. I think this Dave Mustaine and Frankenstein attire needs to be a new part of the stream every time, though.
Just put him up there with
King
with
Fod and Dave, yeah.
I like it. It's really good. just yeah, full memento from streams past.
So right now we're 4-1. Any other Megadeth fans out there want to?
I don't think so. I think you might have won, Mikey.
I need to get that.
I've been debunked,
I need to get
destroyed.
Nice. Nice. Well, this was fun.
Yeah. It was fun. That was good.
Next time we'll have to do. Who would it be? Who would be a good Skinner
like,
versus?
Yeah,
Dave?
I feel like okay. So now that everybody's had time to think about it, obviously Metallica's the better band.
Okay.
I won.
Yeah. I feel like we.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I mean,
yeah, like who would be versus Skinner?
yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, that's kind of the same argument.
It's the same thing. It's like putting Metallica up against one of the others. I feel like you almost have to do like 38 Special and then Molly Hatchet.
There you go.
Yeah.
Or Anthrax and Pantera, or Anthrax and Slayer. You know.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
I would be interested on a more modern front. I would kind of be interested in a Whiskey Myers versus Blackberry Smoke.
Oh, interesting.
Because I think you could run into a lot of the same.
I think you could run into pissing a lot of people off. Yeah. No, which is good. I mean, that's yeah. You'd have a lot of good, interesting conversations with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh. I think that's where we could leave it there. The real loser here is Lars.
But before he went bald, man, he always had cool hair. That's something I'd like to point out.
He did.
Until he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
What
would be a good one? What would be a good one? Like Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, no Nirvana, something like that. That'd be a good one.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
What would be a good country version? Like George Jones versus Johnny Cash?
It'd be like...
I just want.
I mean, George Jones versus George Strait. That could. They're not really contemporaries in the same era.
I don't feel like they're the same thing though either. I feel like you kind of got to do like George Strait versus. Well, I don't know.
I just want to point out that Christian says he's voting for Whiskey Myers.
Well, hey, fair enough. Yeah, that's something to think about. Maybe anybody in chat's got some ideas.
Yeah.
Message us or.
I don't like Stones versus Beatles because they're so different.
No, that's not. That's also because listen, everybody's already made up their mind with that.
Yeah, true.
Everybody knows that the Beatles suck.
Maybe we could hone it in more on like specific players. Like.
No, I don't know because that I feel like on a it kind of caters more to musicians in particular when you get going down that route. Something like 38 Special versus Marshall Tucker. Like that'd be.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what I got to say about it.
Cool.
Maybe.
Ooh, Waylon versus Willie.
That's pretty comparable.
Yeah.
I think,
yeah.
Who would you
Willie versus Johnny Cash because they go far back,
Yeah, I was gonna say who would you put with Johnny? Like Willie's about the only guy I can think of that would even who could compete.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else you can think of?
No, I think the George Jones one is interesting.
Maybe you might be able to do Johnny Cash, Hank Sr. Like they're as prolific probably as each other.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of good options here.
Joe Diffie versus.
You could just have a whole stream that is just us asking these questions.
Yeah. We should ask. We'll ask the questions and you guys debate it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Willie Nelson or Ray Charles.
Ooh, Motley Crue versus Metallica. Now you could do obviously that's apples and oranges, but you could have some pretty interesting hair metal discussions.
You could
like Motley Crue and Wasp or Motley Crue Poison.
And they actually they kind of have some interesting, like Cinderella, for instance. To me, is always like a blues rock band.
Yeah.
Who's just in the 80s.
Yeah.
Versus like Round
who's your?
Oh, sorry.
No, you.
Let's say versus like who does Round and Round? Is that Rat. Like Rat and Winger are like kind of the same thing, but
I don't feel like they are. See, here we're already having a debate.
Oh, man.
I guess maybe as the style of music is concerned, Rat and Winger are closer than say Rat and Cinderella.
Elvis versus Toilet.
I feel like Rat.
Oh,
okay,
we know who won that one.
Oh yeah, we know who. Okay, well on that note,
goodbye for now.
Yeah, good night, sleep tight.
Ted, are you gonna play the video out too?
Oh yeah.
All right, nice. So if anybody missed the
right.
intro video, we're gonna play it here. And John, don't go anywhere. I think that might have caused some weird technical issues. So at least don't disconnect.
Well, it wasn't. It wasn't intentional.
No, it's not your fault. It's just like
I think it was the system was trying to get you back.
I see.
So just don't disconnect. We're gonna roll this.
Beautiful bean footage.
Yeah. So Tanner, roll it.
All right, and away we go. 15 seconds later, after I figure out how to get it in here. Hang on, guys. I need a song pre-roll for my dumbass attack here. Hang on. By the way, I went on a pontoon boat up in Kirksville this weekend, and a guy who comes to the guitar store who says he's living in his van and he plays guitar out by the lake. I actually saw him out there with his van and generator playing his half stack with his Les Paul straight out to the lake. So
that's pretty cool.
All confirmed to be true.
Wow.
It was really sweet, actually. I was like, I would love to be you right now. I'm proud of you. All right, here we go. See if it works. And it doesn't. But let's see. Hang on. Gosh dang it, dude. I'll tell you what. I was not cut out for the tech world. Hang on.
They did pretty good.
What do you say? We take the day and get that boat wet. Come on, Grandpa, down to the river bend. The weather's perfect and I sure could use a swim. I'll hitch the boat, you drop that rope. Come on, Grandpa, tell me Grandma waits to make sure we ate. She's got ice cream waiting on a paper plate. What do you say? We take the day and get that boat wet. Come on, Grandpa, down to the river bend. The weather's perfect and I sure could use a friend. I'll hitch water's glass.
Here we go again.